home. He did well. He was holding up the works because he didn't want to wake up from his nap. But he's okay. He's got the surgical suit on, and I put the cone on him too because I feel like with the surgical suit, it's a little bit big, and I'm afraid he's going to be able to get to his incision. So he's not real thrilled with the cone. Dylan used to take it off. I didn't. Avery, what are you doing? Avery.
I'm so proud of you.
What are you angry at me for? I never put the cone on him. Dylan was neutered before I got him, but they gave me the cone when he had that cyst issue, but he never really tried to lick it. Anyway, he's home and he's laying down. He's still a little groggy, but he's okay. Poor Psy guy. So we'll see how it goes. I might not stay on for that long. Oh. Because I want to get them to sleep. Okay, first person here. Oh, Adonis. You and I are on the same wavelength. Aries sun. Love. Okay, so when it comes to love, if you're currently with someone, current relationships should be functioning well or improving on the horizon. If you're not with anyone, you have a very passionate Capricorn coming in. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. You also have air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini coming in. Listen to your intuition. Explore your options could lead to success around a committed relationship sometime this summer. What do you got?
I'm going to do something. I'm such a pretty bit mommy.
Yeah.
If you go with some stuff, you go stuck and then you can't get out.
Right. And then I can't get out.
Yeah, and then somebody has to come save you.
Who's going to save me?
I'm save you.
Oh, all right.
Right, the stuck is the bush water.
Stacey, why hasn't Ryan contacted me yet? Okay, so he shows as he's trying to control or manipulate the situation. I'm not sure what's going on between the two of you, but this is his way of controlling things. He may be waiting to hear from you. I wouldn't reach out to him until you hear from him, but you can do whatever you want. It's like he's trying to control the situation through communication. So he'll reach out. You should hear from him. If you don't hear from him today, you probably hear from him tomorrow. But it's his way of staying in control of things. TVET for tomorrow. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life moves forward. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and you may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You have the world at your feet. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Hi, Payman. Nat, is DNC reconciling? Is DNC reconciling? That could be. Yeah, they may be discussing things or working on things, or things could be moving forward around whatever that situation is. Erica, what's coming to me in finances? What's coming to me in finances? Okay, you got money coming in. You have money flowing to you, which is probably money that's coming in through work, school, or business. Then you have a new journey on the horizon that could be a side business, side project, side hustle that brings in extra money. If you're waiting on money, you should at least hear about the money coming in sometime between now and the end of May. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and then the Empress brings in more money. So you have really good stuff happening around financials. Stacy, general for the weekend. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life changes for you for the better quickly. Emily, the Pisces feelings and energy towards me after today. May find you to be perseverant, strong, confident, independent, hardworking, successful, a loyal friend. Pretty good. Energy is a little bit like neutral, like just like slow, stable, like right in the middle, neutral. Tanya for the next 48. For the next 48. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you could be spending time with the Sagittarius. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You could have a Scorpio around. Perseverance pays off around social activities or even romantic connections. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan is possible. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. You may not be there tomorrow, but you're on your way. Tammy. Jay offered a used stove to exchange with my stove that's missing a part. Is Jay's used stove better than my stove? Is it in my highest good to accept the exchange? I would say that the stove you have is fine. I would keep things the way that they are. Susie, why hasn't he responded back to my last message yet from today? What should I expect from him? Maybe busy and may have other things going on today and he just doesn't have time to talk. I think that you'll probably hear from him before the end of the weekend. And then you may wind up seeing each other relatively soon. But today he looks busy, scattered, and distracted. Liz, general between me and Leo. Pretty good. You have the world at your feet. Communication comes in or communication picks up. Listen to your intuition. It leads to happiness around the situation. Moving forward, slow and steady wins the race. Not bad. Hey, Avery, is there toilet paper over there on the dresser? Avery, do you see toilet paper on the dresser? Avery, do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, your ears work? Or is there toilet paper on the dresser?
I can't see.
So your ears don't work and your eyes don't work either? I mean, they don't give the dog any painkillers. I would imagine it's got to be pretty painful. Liz for the next 24 hours. Feeling grounded and stable around finances improving. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward towards greater pastures. Something happens that makes you happy around social activity. You may be starting a new journey. Could be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The world is at your feet. Perseverance pays off. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, you're welcome, Susie. Thank you, thank you. Lydia, Leo Jason towards me. I didn't reply to the email. I feel like he left me, so why should I run back? You'll hear from him. And maybe he may call you or text you next time. Because if you don't respond to the email, he may think that you didn't get it. So I think he may reach out to you by phone. Lydia, Scorpio J towards me. Hot, hot man. He's looking for things to move forward. You have growth, change, and transformation coming in around romance and passion around him. You'll either hear from him, run into him, or see him soon, and things could move forward quickly from there. Not bad. Tanya, so the jerk R with the lunch date. I left a comment on his post saying you guys make a nice couple. The jerk put a heart on it. I was letting him know he was busted. He's a Scorpio. I'm so done. What a jerk. What a jerk. You might hear from him though. He may reach out. Because he may try to give you some kind of a song and a dance. You could give him one of these. Give him one for me too. Sure. He hearts the con. What an asshole. Cyrus is hanging in there. Thank you. He's a little bit like groggy kind of. And I put the cone on him. He's got the surgical suit on him, but I feel like he could still kind of get to himself there if he needed to. So I put the cone on him, which he really doesn't like, but he's being pretty good about it. I mean, and also maybe that all the drugs haven't worn off yet, and that's why he's not fighting too hard, because Dylan would get it off. He's a good boy. I hope he gets a good night's sleep tonight. He's on the floor sleeping. I might have to pick him up and put him on the bed. He may want to sleep with us. But I don't know. I catch him sleeping in here a lot. Tanya, I looked through his pictures, and yes, he had more pictures of the two of them. I feel so stupid. You shouldn't feel stupid. You didn't do anything wrong. He should feel stupid. He should feel stupid. And if I were her, I would be embarrassed. Even though she has no reason to be embarrassed. She didn't do anything wrong. He's the asshole. Girly, career for the rest of April. I was a bit disappointed by today's interview. Really, really liked the company. Would have been a good fit. What happened? What wound up happening? You have other opportunities coming in, though. Being guided by the divine towards greater pastures, listen to your intuition and things move forward. You also have more money coming in. Not bad. Adonis, I don't know if my dog will get neutered. He only got my leg twice. Other than that, he's calm. The only thing is cancer prevention. Yeah, I think that that's another reason why they suggest it. Other than, you know, obviously we don't want them to be breeding all over the place. But I think that they could have issues if you don't have them. Telling you, I'm good on him, but I had a feeling that he would try to save face. Oh, I even saw her name was Millicent. You know, like you would think. You know, like you would think. You know, it just goes to show you that this is all about the ego. Because if you were really, like, I read for some people that are pretty good cheaters. Let's put it that way. And those really good cheaters don't have social media. Because you know why? There's too much risk. You know, somebody goes crazy and tags them in something where they shouldn't be and the whole world knows about it, you know? They don't have social media. But this guy, the cough is back. This guy wants, like, it's like all for his ego. And it's like he's not even trying. Like, you're not even trying. So stupid. I can't tell if he's whimpering. I think it's the cartoon. Beautiful one for tomorrow. You've got success coming in around whatever it is that you're like, whatever your intentions are for tomorrow will be successful. Money comes in, making decisions that push life forward. Working on a creative project is possible, or starting a new hobby. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. A disappointment heals, and you could hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting. Tammy, general. Success comes in around work, school, or business. More money is coming in. Negativity moves into the past. Listen to your intuition and life comes into balance. You may be planning travel. Lily. Has Andre just been busy lately and I'm reading too much into it? Is he still interested in me? Yeah, I think he's still interested in you, yes. Tammy, how can I get over feeling so betrayed by Jay not compensating me for the valuable stuff that he knows how the desperate financial situation is for my family? Well, okay, so this is kind of like, all right, let me see here. See, it's kind of like a learning, it's sort of like a learning lesson for you because you gave him the stuff. You didn't offer to sell it to him. So because of that, it's like he doesn't think that you're expecting money from it. You didn't talk about money prior to it because it doesn't show that. It doesn't show this as a business deal. It sort of shows it like if you offered him the stuff, he took it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it doesn't read that you were asking him, do you want to buy this stuff? It was like, do you want this stuff? So he was like, yeah, I want it. I think it was a miscommunication, but I think that that's like maybe where the learning situation comes in. that if you're giving something to somebody, then you give it to them. If you're expecting money for it, then you should ask for the money first. And that's what I think anyway. I mean, you could say something to him about it, but now it may be very awkward. Yeah, it's going to be awkward. And he's going to feel like negative and bad about it. But you could still say something. Like, you feel betrayed, but you offered it to him. You didn't say, I want to sell this to you. So it's not really his fault. I have a friend. Let me tell you something. She's one of my oldest friends. And she buys shit and gives it away all the time. Because she doesn't like it, or she uses it for a while, then she dislikes it, or whatever. Almost every time I see her, she gives me something. I've never once offered her money for it. She wouldn't take it anyway, but that's not the point. She's not selling it to me, she's giving it to me. So if you intended to sell these things to him, you should have said that up front. So I don't think that, I just think it was a miscommunication, and chalk it up to that. And the next time you want to give somebody something and you're expecting payment, I would discuss that first. Liz, love general. You have a new journey on the horizon, and things could be moving forward with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but Capricorn comes up the strongest. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You also could have a Leo here. Then you've got success coming in around love and happiness. Explore your options could lead to happiness and success around love. Not bad. Shay, will David the Leo reach out in May? I think he will. Yeah, I think he will. NC, applying to jobs at my company. When will I get? Applying to jobs at my company. When will I get? You could have a new job or business opportunity coming in late summer, early fall. Brings in more money, happiness, and success, and career moves forward. Kevin, will Cancer help with my anxiety? Nobody can help you with any of your problems but you. You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on somebody else to fix something that's not right with you. You have to fix it yourself. Yeah, like having this person there, and some points may help with anxiety, and some points it may increase anxiety, but it always comes back to you. I know I went through this period of time with my old boyfriend Tom years ago, where I was suffering from such bad anxiety. Why was I sleeping in his house? Why wasn't he sleeping here? I don't remember. You would think I was the one that was working. Anyhow, I don't know why I would be sleeping at his house and then drive home to get ready for work. Well, anyway, I don't know why I was sleeping at his house and instead of him sleeping here, but I had such anxiety and I felt really needy. Like I needed to be with him all the time. That's probably why I was sleeping there all the time. And I remember that after his brother died, his brother was supposed to go on a cruise with his friends. Since his brother passed away, he was going to go on the cruise in his brother's place. And I think he was going to be gone 6 days, but like the thought of him not being here made me so anxious that I literally found someplace else to sleep every night. I remember staying at my friend Mark's house, and I slept on like the couch in the living room, which was like leather, and it was like hot, and I was sticking to it. But I didn't care. I wasn't going home. I was staying there. So I get it. Like, I get the idea of, like, looking for something that's going to help. But I had to get over whatever it was myself. Yeah, that sucked. That was a shitty time. So I used to sleep over at his house, get up early, drive home, get dressed, and then go to work. That was crazy. Payman, how will you posting art go? It should go well. Successful leads to new beginnings. Listen to your intuition. Things move forward. Kevin, my anxiety is getting a little out of hand. Will I be able to stay grounded, especially with Cancer staying with me soon? Anxiety should be improving between now and the end of the spring. Simran, general for J Pisces. Feeling ambitious, this person is going to be able to accomplish whatever they set their mind to that leads to success around work, school, or business. They may be going back to school or learning a new area of study, and they could be planning travel. They could be spending time with a Virgo. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and their life is changing for the better quickly. They also could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Payment, which job offer will I be getting? Hudson Valley 1 or the Wheel Cornell 1? Okay. Hudson Valley 1. Wheel Cornell comes up a little bit stronger as of right now. Danny, baby, how does R think I view him? You may think that you think that he's strong, confident, independent, attractive, smart, intelligent. May think that you have romantic feelings for him, and may think that you want things to move forward quickly. Maybe thinking, I don't know if he thinks that you want a relationship with him. Gin for today. Gin for today. Disappointments heal and move into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon and life is coming into balance. You could be spending time with a Sagittarius, maybe spending time with a Leo. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and disappointments heal and move into the past. Cinnamon, weekend read. Weekend read. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Could be spending time with a Cancer. Could be focusing on a side business, side project, side hustle. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Mary, what does Tarot want me to know? What does Tarot want me to know? Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to this spring. Teamwork is favored, more money is coming in, paying off a bill of debt or a loan is possible. A wish comes true, perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you may be planning travel. Amira, is it possible for the male E to have feelings or a crush on me? There's a slight chance that he could have an interest. Yeah, I think that may be possible. Asha, does Ryan want a relationship with me? I don't see him looking for commitment at this point. Oh, good night, Payman. Thank you, thank you. Simran, general. Negativity moves into the past and you have a new journey on the horizon. You could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could get good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Listen to your intuition, and you could be planning travel. High Priestess, what will happen with me and a Sagittarius this weekend? You could have communication come in. Watch out with Emperor in reverse that somebody's not trying to control or manipulate the situation or the other person. Communication comes in. You could see one another, but things look a little bit chaotic. So I don't know if you make plans and they fall through, and then you make plans and it happens. It looks a little bit of a roller coaster this weekend, but there should be communication at the very least. Davy, general for the next 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks. Negativity moves into the past. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down around like business. You could be planning travel. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Kevin, I've been so bored. Well, you have a new journey on the horizon that could lead to success around more money coming in. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. So you do have new things coming. Where did that toilet paper go? What? 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 Oh, you don't need me? Oh, all right. I thought maybe I heard you call me. Melissa, is Boris checking me out when we're talking or judging my attire?
This. Here. I want it.
All right, could you get me another one? Could you bring me one? Thank you.
Mommy, I want for you. Those shorts.
Oh, thank you.
Those wide. Those I should buy. I can't give you old.
I don't think he's judging you. No, I don't think he is. I don't. No, I don't think so.
Those should buy the shorts.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. You got it?
How could you have it?
You put the straw that's from the giraffe cup in there.
When?
Samantha, is Attilio getting readings about me? Is Attilio getting readings about me? I don't believe so. Mizrak, should I try hypnotherapy? Should I try hypnotherapy? I would give it a shot. You got good energy around it. Hey, aiming for this weekend. Things look a little slow this weekend. If you don't already have plans with this person, there's probably going to not be much that goes on this weekend. There is communication that comes in sometime. I'm going to say before the end of the weekend, but other than that, things look a little slow. Stephanie, general. Stepping into your strength and self-confidence can help your career move forward. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Money comes in. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. The world is at your feet and life moves forward towards greener pastures. You might be planning travel. Sharia, what are Sade's true intentions? Maybe looking for things to change for the better quickly between you and her. I don't know what the relationship is, but it looks like things can move forward towards greener pastures pretty quickly. She's willing to explore the options or the potential of the situation. Slow and steady kind of wins the race, though, around this situation. It looks pretty good. Why are grown men acting like this? Men, anybody, it doesn't have to just be men, but men who have low self-esteem need a lot of attention from women. It's unfortunate, but if they don't heal those wounds, they're going to continue the nonsense. And the thing is that the way people see it, not everybody, but like people will think, oh, he's a player, oh, he's a cheater, oh, he's popular. No, he's not. He's got low self-esteem. That's what he's got. He's got low self-esteem, and he needs a lot of attention. He needs to make women feel bad because that makes him feel like he's worth something. It's kind of pathetic, but, and it's subconscious. I don't think that it's really done on purpose. Maybe in some situations it is, but, really, career for the rest of April. Oh, I did that one. I did that one. Liz, Cancer's next actions towards me. There should be communication that comes in through text message. And I don't know what the situation is, but that may make you feel relieved. There may be relief around that text message. Kevin, sometimes I feel like lack of communication with Cancer is a problem for me. They keep telling me that they're more of an in-person type of person. I understand what they mean. But, okay, so you're right. there is a lack of communication. I understand what they mean about being an in-person kind of person and not being crazy about like talking on the phone or texting or that kind of stuff. That's not for everyone. But you got to find common ground where you guys could meet, where you're feeling like enough communication, but it's not overwhelming the other person. And I think that you'll find the common ground. Emin, what's best to do with A? She has evil thoughts and intentions. Although she's the aggressor and manipulated the law to get insurance, she played nasty podcast that I know was directed at me. Best way to deal with somebody like this is to ignore them. Ignore them. You're not going to win by having a fight with them, and whatever you do, they'll retaliate worse. The loudest thing that you can do is to ignore them. That will drive them crazy, and they'll stop because they're not going to get a reaction from you. Emin, her energy around me and my family. I know she doesn't have good energy, nor around my family. Let's see. She shows as indecisive and manipulative, but she also shows as being unsuccessful. So good. Let her do her thing, and she will end up burning herself out. Just ignore her. I know that sounds like a really shitty answer to ignore somebody because, you know, I was thinking about this the other day. I think for a lot of us, like, we grow up not really expressing ourselves, right? If somebody, like I know for myself, like if I were in high school, if I got mad at somebody, instead of going to the person I was mad at, I would go to somebody who would agree with me. Oh, do you believe they didn't invite me to this, blah, 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 and the other person would be like, oh, what asshole, blah, blah. That does no good, right? And then I got to a point, like as I got older, that it's like, okay, stop going to somebody else and go to the person that did it. And then I started to realize that people don't really take responsibility, right? If you call somebody out on something, they'll usually just defend themselves. And I realized that with my friend, the one that I had the argument with over Facebook that I don't speak to anymore, when I confronted her about what she did, which was really deceitful, she had a million excuses. Well, I had a bad year this year, and my uncle got sick, and then my uncle died. I don't give a flying fuck what happened. None of that has anything to do with the fact that you betrayed my trust by going into my personal messages, maybe reading them, I don't know, and looking at personal things of mine and then denying it. Like, your uncle dying of cancer has nothing to do with that. And that's when I realized, I'm like, people just don't want to take responsibility. Like, all she needed to say to me was, you know what, you're right. I was an asshole. And I would have been like, okay, don't worry about it. Forget about it. We'll move past it. But it was like digging her heels in, and this is my story and I'm sticking to it. And it just infuriated me. But then I realized that, you know what, nobody takes responsibility for themselves. Anyhow, that was years ago. But then in recent times, dealing with people that are just really difficult, you can't convince them of anything. They don't listen. They believe their own lies. They convince other people of the lies, and there's nothing that you can do. The only thing that you can do is be who you are, be authentic, and the person that you are, people will know. So my reputation will speak for itself. If somebody is saying, I don't know, she's a crazy psycho bitch, the people that know me know that's not true. The people that don't know me, who cares what they think, right? And it's unfortunate, but the loudest thing that you could do to somebody like that is to ignore them. Don't give them the time of day. Kevin, will I get these credits? I don't want to do work board. Will I get these credits? I think you are going to get the credits. But I don't understand, what is it you don't want to do work but you're bored? No, I think you're going to get the credits. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Adonis, it's different with women, right? Like, the women orchestrate something. So they put up something because they want someone to see it, because they want to know how they're going to react to it. The men are just putting up a lot of shit because they want anybody to see it. Like, they just want people to see it. The woman usually wants a specific person to see it. So they're a little different. Simran, I blocked IR Aquarius on phone and Snap. Now they message me on Hinge. Why won't they leave me alone? When I told them that I don't want to be close, it's like they can't take a hint. And and they want a response so badly. Because, I don't know, they don't like to be ignored. Nobody likes to be ignored. But being blocked has made them feel like they want to control the situation. So nobody likes being blocked. But some people can't handle it. So because you block them, they're looking to get like a response from you another way. I would just ignore them. Eventually they'll go away when they don't get what they want. Tanya, I know I'm pissed at R, the jerk. He lied to me and he didn't care. What about the other girl? Would have posted our pics and tagged people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so he doesn't care. Like, he's not taking into consideration that the actual women he's posting pictures with have feelings. Like, it could hurt somebody's feelings to see Like, that other woman could be hurt if you and him were in a picture together. But he's not even taking that into consideration. Because it's feeding his own ego. Like, you're an asshole. Like, that's an asshole. And, you know, I always say it. It's like the bad boy. He may have been really cool at 17, but at 40, he's a loser. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're a loser now. Shonda, what is Leon's intentions with me? Maybe looking for things to move forward, although slow and steady wins the race, and a little bit undecided. I don't think that this guy knows exactly what he wants, but he is willing to explore the option and for things to move forward slow and steady. So it looks pretty positive as of right now. Communications coming in or picking up, and you should be spending time together. Emily, would flirting with A this weekend be a good idea? Yeah, I don't see any reason why not. Down as there's professors at the university that don't take responsibility for mistakes. Yeah, I know. And I know people that I've worked for that they're never wrong. They never make a mistake either. And I'm like, what's the big deal? Like, just say I made a mistake. I don't get it. Simon, HD Sagittarius keeps attempting to get close to my family, and none of us like them. Why don't they leave us alone instead of trying to force connections? They have bad energy, and they have bad energy and her husband and kids. Okay, so this person, obviously, this person doesn't think that they have bad energy and doesn't think that there's anything wrong with the rest of her family either. So, her nature is to be pushy and to get what she wants, and she just doesn't care. She doesn't care. She doesn't have, it's like not being able to think or feel what somebody else is feeling. So just ignores it. Whatever it is that she wants, she's going for, and she's going to get it. And in a way, she does get it. I used to have this argument all the time. My grandmother used to do that. I said it a million times. My grandmother was diagnosed years ago when I was a kid, and this was not talked about. I didn't even know until after my mother died. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. But I think that this year, back then it was called manic depressive. But I think if she was diagnosed today, she would have been diagnosed with like covert narcissism. That's what I think. Like, I think that she was very spoiled. She always got what she wanted. She never really learned how to take other people's feelings into consideration. And you can't teach somebody that. Like, you just can't teach it. I remember there was a moment in my life where I was going out karaoke all the time, hanging out with my friends really late at night. Tom would be here with me. My brother was living with me at the time. Sometimes my friend Denise would stay over. And my grandmother would come over here on Saturday morning, and she didn't give a shit who was sleeping, who was in their underwear, who didn't. She didn't care. It was about what she wanted. And in a way, she got what she wanted, right? She wanted to sit here with me on Saturday morning. That's what she wanted. But I was doing it because I was the other half of that relationship. She wouldn't do it to my uncle because he wouldn't let her get away with it. She wouldn't do it to my cousins because they wouldn't let her get away with it. I put up with it, and that's why she did it to me. And those types of people, as long as you're giving them what they want or you're standing for it, they're going to keep doing it. It's unfortunate. And I don't know. I have this debate with one of my friends all the time, and she's like, you know, you get mad at these people, but they know how to get what they want. But do they really get what they want? I wouldn't want to show up at somebody's house and unannounced, knowing that they didn't want me there, and force myself on them. I wouldn't want that. But maybe she thought that I wanted her here. Who the fuck knows what she was thinking? It went on for a really long time. Anyway. So, like, the idea of, like, why won't they leave us alone? They're not going to, because they don't want to. And they don't care if you want them to leave you alone. It's all about what they want. Susie, what's coming my way next week? You've got a new journey on the horizon that could lead to more money coming in, although it's slow and steady wins the race. Life is coming into balance. You could be planning travel. Teamwork is favored. Lay down the law, set boundaries, and express your wants and needs around personal and professional relationships. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the week. Cece, will I be able to find a date for tomorrow? Will I be able to find a date for tomorrow? I'm not convinced. You got about a 33% chance yes. So there's a chance you'll be able to find a date for tomorrow, but it's kind of on the slim side. Rimmel, what's coming towards me in love? And a new beginning on the horizon with choices and options around love. If you're not with anyone, you do have a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship coming in with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or possibly Sagittarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Take time to figure out what it is that you want or need before moving forward, especially if you're feeling undecided. But new options are coming in that could lead to a committed relationship that has long-term potential. Cece, general for the wedding tomorrow. Happiness. You should have a good time. Listening to your intuition brings in success and happiness around whatever is going on tomorrow. Negativity moves into the past. It should be a good time. Tanya, the audacity. He said to me that he wanted to make sure I was single. Now I think he actually went. I mean, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, he may not be in a relationship with that woman. They just may. She may want to be in a relationship with him, and he may not be committing to it, and that's why he can get away with it, you know, and she's kind of waiting for things to improve, and nothing's going to improve. Simran, if IR Aquarius contacts ZA Leo about me, how will ZA feel and react? This person's not going to want to get in the middle. They're not going to want to get in the middle, and they're going to, like, probably shut down the communication because I don't think that they want to be in the middle. 3 of Cups in reverse. They're not looking to be a third party to the situation. Adonis, that friend who I told you about, broke up with R, has BPD. But weirdly enough, it's long-term committed relationship. But weirdly enough, it's a long-term committed relationship. Crazy shit these days. Yeah. They have bipolar. That's what my grandmother was diagnosed with. So this is what my dad's telling me. And this was my mother's mother. But she said, he said that like she would be fine. But then there was something, all right, when we moved from our old house, the house I went to go visit that time, into the house that I really grew up in, because I lived there from the time I was 5 until I was like 18. When we moved into that house when I was 5, my parents became friends with all the neighbors, because all the neighbors were like young and had young kids all around the same age. And they would be hanging out with the neighbors a lot. And my grandmother kind of had a mental breakdown over it because she was losing control. Like, it's all about control. You take the control away from the person and they lose their shit. So my two grandmothers both worked for the county government. And one building was here and one building was there on the street. And my dad's mother, who was, who got, she got my grandmother, the other grandmother, the job. Oh, somebody may not like me talking about them. She called, who did she call? I think she called my father because my other grandmother, the one that was bipolar, had like, was outside, like on the street, like yelling at people, like really manic. They said that she was dressed kind of crazy too. Crazy makeup. I mean, she was always all dolled up, but this was like a different level. I didn't see the movie, but my dad said that my grandmother said that Gloria, my grandmother, was dressed like Baby Jane, which I think was a movie that, what's her name? Betty Davis was in? Anyhow, dressed crazy with like a lot of like crazy makeup and yelling at people. And that wasn't her normal personality. She wasn't really like that. So they thought that she had some kind of a psychotic break, and somebody went to go get her. I don't remember. I have to ask my father, but he gets all lit up over it. Anyhow, they had taken her in, and it wasn't the first time that she had been in an institution of some type. Apparently, this happened when her father died. And my mother remembered that, like, a lot of times when she was growing up, my grandmother was, like, put somewhere because she needed help, and she had to take care of her brother, and my grandfather was working, and a lot of times she had to, like, be shuffled off to aunts and uncles' houses or whatever. But my mother never really spoke about it. This is my father telling me after the fact. Anyway, the point is, the reason why I think that now she would have been diagnosed as a narcissist is because when she didn't get her way, she pulled a stunt. So if my mother didn't do what she wanted her to do, she did something crazy. Like, apparently one time they said that she locked herself in the bathroom and she was threatening suicide. I don't know what happened. I don't know what she was threatening or what was going on. Or that may have been, they didn't talk about things back then. But I remember she didn't come to my eighth birthday party. So there was trouble. But so I don't believe that. I think that was probably like more of like a narcissism. Like, I'm not, if you don't give me my way, I'm going to do something to myself. So you figure out how to give me what I want. And my mother inevitably ended up giving in to her. And anyhow. Anyway, that was a big long tangent, but my grandmother was married for over 50 years. So it is possible for, to be in a long-term relationship. Kevin, if I tell Cancer the communication isn't working, you may see an improvement around communication, but you know what? I would be realistic about it. Because you can't change this person 100%. Like they may give you a little bit more, but I wouldn't expect miracles. Bella, did she get justice for being a manipulative liar? Is this like a work-related thing? If this is a work-related thing, there is some kind of repercussions that come through around work, around somebody who is lying. Yes. I don't know exactly what. Rimmel, general. You've got new beginnings on the horizon that lead to greener pastures that could be bringing in more money. Listen to your intuition. You may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You may be spending time with a Gemini or a Sagittarius or a Libra. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. And you could be planning travel. I mean, do you see her being sick of envy, jealousy, or hate towards me? I'm triggered. It could be a little bit of all those things. And Fool is in reverse, so you're probably going to find out. More is going to come out around this situation. The Fool is in reverse, and so is the Moon. Angel, love for me this weekend. Love looks a little slow this weekend. If you could hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from, but other than that, I don't see all that much happening. If you already have solid plans, your plans could move forward. But if you don't have anything planned, things look a little bit quiet. Although you may hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from. Other than that, it looks pretty quiet. I'm in Z's energy after I opened up to about A. Do you see that affecting our relationship? I don't see it affecting your relationship. I think that this person may understand where you're coming from and kind of like have a little bit of compassion for you. Adonis, yeah, they're diagnosed with BPD and ADHD. They're a neurodivergent. I don't know what that is. I always thought people like this can work out, but they need to let the person they know. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, look at my grandfather. My grandfather, like, he just dealt with it. He really lived by her rules. My grandfather was a pilot in the Air Force. And my grandmother never flew in her life, and she was afraid to fly, so my grandfather was never allowed to go anywhere. They couldn't, if they were going to go, like, to Florida or to Canada, they had to drive, because my grandmother was afraid. My grandfather lived by her rules. And she had crazy rules. She had crazy rules. My father will tell you the story about, and I remember it too. My godmother grew up across the street from my mom. They actually moved up from the Bronx together. And they bought a house, one across from the other. So it's not like they didn't know these people forever. Anyhow, I remember that one of the kids was having a birthday party, and I was invited. We were all going. And my father bought me, you know those little pop beads that you put one bead into the other? And they were red and white. And I had a bracelet, and I made a necklace and clip-on earrings. My grandmother freaked out. I wasn't allowed to wear that jewelry out because people were going to think that that was the jewelry that they bought for me. Are you fucking kidding me? I was 5 years old. Like, you see what Avery wears out? Like, you're 4 years old. Wear whatever the hell you want. So my father and my grandmother had an argument over it. My grandmother won. I didn't end up going to the party with that jewelry on. But how ridiculous is that? Like, how ridiculous? You're just ridiculous. But my grandfather went along with all the ridiculousness. So that's why the relationship worked. I don't know if they ever had an argument. I never saw my grandparents argue. Alex, she could have had both borderline personalities. Yeah, that's true. I don't know all that much about the borderline personality disorder. Aurelia, what does my son Ethan's teacher, Mrs. Thompson, think of him? Pretty good. So she may find him to be smart and intelligent, a strong personality, somebody who is like funny with a good personality, but may almost feel like he's a little bit above, like maybe a little bit more advanced, and almost like he may get bored quickly. You may find him to be creative, unique, and overall a nice kid. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Kevin, if the relationship ends, will I be really sad? Gotta see how the visit goes. I'm just unsure. Okay, if it ends, first of all, I think that the visit is going to tell you a lot. And I think that once you get through the visit, you'll know for sure exactly what you want from the situation. I think that if you were to decide that you didn't want to move forward with the situation, you may be disappointed. But I don't think you would be super sad because I think it would be your decision and not the other person's. Simran, how will ZA the Leo feel if IR the Aquarius contacts them? How will ZA feel of me? Can you rephrase that? How will ZA the Leo feel of me if IR Aquarius contacts them? What does the Aquarius contacting the Leo have to do with you? Georgia, love on the horizon. Yeah, you got a committed relationship here. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and you may feel relief when things move forward on solid ground that leads to long-term potential. If you're currently with someone, things look good. If you're not with anyone, perseverance pays off. You've got a Leo, a Libra, and a Virgo around. Explore your options, could lead to success, and life moves forward. Pretty good. Tanya, romance coming in, anything good? Yes, you've got romance here heating up that could lead to love. Life moving forward towards greener pastures. And you're not looking back on the past, life is moving forward. Could be with Aries, could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or possibly another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I don't know, Alex, he may have been her victim. I don't know. I don't know because I was so young, but there are things that my dad says, like, she would do things to embarrass him. My grandfather couldn't spell. And it's so funny because Avery's father can't spell either. And I always, like, sometimes, like, I would read the text and I would be like, he went to the Grandpa Joe spelling school. But both of them are smart in their own ways. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my grandfather was a butcher. He had a craft. He made good money. And, like, to me, it's like, so some people can't spell. Who gives a shit, right? I can't do math. I'm not the best speller either. I mean, I may be better than those guys, but I can't do the things that they can do. So, like, to me, it's like we have different strengths, right? But she would make fun of him because he couldn't spell. And my father said that he remembers at their engagement party. Now, we're talking, this is a long time ago that my parents got married. Like, she specifically took her checkbook and walked across the dance floor to pay somebody for the party. Like, it was almost as if, like, my grandfather was like a jerk and she was in control of everything, which was probably true. Like, he was the jerk, and but she kind of made it known at the party. Like, she didn't have to do that, but she did. So, yeah, he may have been her victim. And my grandfather was a really good guy. Really good guy. Anyhow. Don't get my dad started talking about her. My dad asked me the other day, he goes, what's your middle name? I'm like, how do you not know my middle name? He goes, is it Marie? I'm like, yeah, it's Marie. He goes, I don't know. I thought maybe it was Gloria. Which is my grandmother's name. Like, how do you not know my middle name? Oh, man. Alicia, am I going to see the Cancer Man tonight? If you don't see him tonight, you should see him soon. I think that you will see him tonight, but it's not coming up strong enough for me to say definitely. How will things go with Aries, when I express what I want from our connection? Things look good. Slow and steady wins the race, but romance heats up. Listen to your intuition, and through divine guidance, things could move forward with like a stable, well-balanced relationship. Kevin, will the Cancer move on if it doesn't work out? Yes, eventually. It might take a little time. Samantha wants spirit cards. Magician, Archangel Raziel, you are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. The Emperor, Archangel Michael, organization and logic, structure, discipline, leadership. Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. Simran, how will Z and the Leo feel about me if RA contacts them about me, since they're trying to be in contact with me and knows that me and ZA, the Leo, are mutually, because we're family friends, and IR Aquarius is desperate. ZA is not going to think anything. ZA is going to not want to get involved. So their feelings for you aren't going to change, but they feel like, don't put me in the middle. I don't want to be in the middle of this. You deal with it yourself. So that's, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think my grandfather was dyslexic. I just think that he just wasn't good at spelling. I don't know. I just don't think it was something he was good at. Like my cousin Justin, right? Not book smart at all. It just was never his thing. And then he went through like a million different, and he was, when he was a baby, like a little kid, like Avery's age, he was the same way. Dressed up like a cowboy, and then he was a fireman, and then he had a policeman outfit. He went through, like you would be there with him, and he'd come out of the room with all these different outfits on. So after high school.
I'm not going to Playground.
Oh, okay, we'll go there.
It has a house, and the bus will inside, and
Yeah.
then put them in.
Okay.
The balls. There's a lot of stuff there.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll see if we can go there.
But it's also for grown-ups.
Yeah, it's for grown-ups too. Good.
Yeah, look.
Oh, I see. Blippi's there. Good.
I want to see you.
I know. I could fit.
Yeah.
All right, good.
That was very big.
So at one point, like, he decides he's going to become an accountant.
You see, Mom? Mom, look.
I see. Very good.
A storch. He was on the top.
And he's going over to my brother's house. My brother's trying to help him. And he's like, my brother's got the books out. My brother is like, he means business. Like, and my cousin's like asking about this girl and what do you think about this? And my brother's like, you're going to focus on this. You're going to learn. Never became an accountant. Anyway, the point is that he was one of those kids. He just was not into the books. But he could take apart things and put them back together like that. I mean, that's just the way his brain worked. So, I mean, he just because he probably can't spell good either. But so what? So what? My uncle was here doing something once, and my cousin showed up, and he's like, "Oh, Dad, you're doing it wrong. You gotta do it this way." Uncle's like, "Shut up! I know what I'm doing." And then I see when Justin turned around, my uncle fixed it because Justin was right. Some people, like everybody's different. Some people have a strength here. Some people have a strength there. I don't know. My grandfather was a very hard worker. He was a butcher. He had, he knew how to cut up a cow. But spelling wasn't for him. And my grandmother could spell, but my father would say, but that was all she knew how to do. And then my father would say she was the worst cook ever. I don't think that she was that bad of a cook. I mean, she was better than me. Cinnamon was the woman W posted on social media a couple of days ago, someone he is sexually involved with currently.
Right here. Let me look. I just saw it on here.
Okay, we'll go there. I don't think so. My stories. I got a lot of stories. My grandfather was awesome. He was my best friend. He was so funny. I remember this one. I had 2 credit cards from the same company. How does that happen? I don't know. But one of them had 0 balance, and the other one I had to make a payment on. So I'm sitting at the table with him, and I wrote out the check, but I ripped up the bill that I had to pay, and I was like, oh no, I ripped it off. Anyway, so there he is trying to put it back together. And then from that point on, if I ever ripped anything up, he was like, what are you ripping up? Look at it. Make sure it's not something you need. He would crack me up. And then he used to like to have coffee in his milk. No sugar, just coffee. But milk used to go bad in my house because none of us drank it. So if we happened to have it in the house, you had to take your chance that when you poured it in the coffee, it was going to curdle. And that happened a lot. So then I would have, like, I'll just put a scoop of ice cream in it. And he was fine with that. And sometimes we didn't have vanilla ice cream and I had to throw chocolate in there. He didn't care. But I have this weird habit of taking a cup out of the thing and smelling it before I put the coffee in it. Why do I do that? I don't know, but I do it. And he used to say, hey, what are you smelling? If you got to smell it, I don't want that cup. And I used to be, I don't know why I do it, but I just do it. I still got to smell it. Yeah, he was great, my grandfather. Beautiful one. What's been going on with Aries lately? What's been going on with Aries lately?
I have to tell you.
What do you have to tell me?
That's what the Becky one.
What?
The Becky swings.
The monkey swings?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
They're real tiny. The blocks can go aside. And if you get stuck.
Negativity has moved into the past, and they may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. They have growth, change, and transformation for the better around work, school, or business. They're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. They could be planning travel, maybe a road trip, and they're listening to their intuition. They also could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Brooklyn, what's next for the connection with W, Scorpio, and V, Capricorn? Things continue the way that they are, but things look pretty good. They got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Romance is heating up. They're listening to their intuition, and things are moving forward. But I don't see things moving forward to the next level. They're going to stay the way they are, but it should be well functioning. She's talking, and she's funny. she's watching Peppa Pig before, and they're like at a water park, and she's like, I want to go there. It's a cartoon. How am I going to take you there? Simon, I was getting worried because I have a crush on ZA Leo, and IR Aquarius is acting as if we're in a relationship and that I owe them a reply. I don't know if ZA Leo will think of me different if IR tells them that we were close before. I don't think that they're going to feel either way. I think that is not a big deal. It's not showing as any big deal. Tanya, finances, not sure if I was skipped. Yeah, I didn't do this one. Finances. You have money coming in. You've got a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan is possible. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. Pretty good. Pretty good. Jasmine, career, haven't heard from any jobs I've reached out to. But you have new opportunities coming in. Listening to your intuition, a new beginning is on the horizon that leads to more money coming in and greener pastures, feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. You may have choices, too.
There's a zebra.
Where? Oh, he's at the zoo with the zebra? Let me see that.
Sure is. It's a zebra.
Oh, but it's not a real zebra.
Yes.
Oh, there's the hippopotamus.
I love those.
Yo, you do love those?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Cinnamon, love on the horizon for me.
But Mom, I sharp teeth.
It's got sharp teeth?
Yeah, but Mom, it's not real.
What?
This is not real.
Nah, he won't hurt you. He's plastic.
What's this for 10?
Yeah. Love on the horizon looks
Okay,
pretty good. Oh, a horse. You've got a wish that comes true around a love connection, possibly coming in from a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you puts negativity into the past, and success comes in. You also could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. New beginnings are on the horizon. Alex, I do that too. Smell my cups before I pour anything into it. I don't know. Why do we do that? Oh, this is a funny story. My dad always tells this one too, and I remember the cups. They were dessert cups, and they looked like leaves. Like it was a little cup, but it looked like it was like leaves. I don't know. Anyhow, we had, I don't know how many of them, 4 or 6 of them. So one night, my mom's putting ice cream in all the cups. And she goes to hand one to my father. And he says, oh, no, thanks. I don't want any. Give it to Danny. And he went to hand it to me. And she took it and she threw it out. And he goes, wait a minute. Why are you going to let me eat it, but you won't let her eat it? And she goes, oh, the cup is dirty. He goes, so you're going to let me eat out of the dirty cup? This is what goes on. Brenda, generals from now until tomorrow midnight.
A giraffe phone.
A giraffe?
A phone.
Oh, nice.
I guess I did a train ride.
Oh, all right. You went on the train ride?
You guys go those monkey swings. See that train ride? I'll do the train ride instead.
Oh, okay. We could do that. You have good news comes in, or you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. You may be spending time with an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Choices or options come in around social activity. Listen to your intuition and things move forward towards greener pastures. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Water parks. I was never really crazy for water parks because I never liked walking around wet. Water parks were so fun. I remember getting frozen lemonade, and that was good. I love lemon. Aditya, Shahina has been ignoring me. Has someone else come into her life? Please tell me what is next for us. I don't see anybody around her as of right now, but she may need some space. So I think there's going to be communication that comes in within maybe the next 3 to 5 days. I would let her come to you. I wouldn't reach out to her again. You'll wait to hear from her, and then you can resume communication.
I'll go to that place.
Okay, we'll go there.
Mommy, but Mom, you can also go with.
Oh, I'm going to go there too. Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, wake up. Will my daughter's school change her camp group to the
Mommy,
group
you look
that she's
cute.
happy with
It looks cute.
in Utah in May?
Oh, that's cute.
He's cute, right?
Yeah, I love him.
I love him too.
I love penguins.
I think that they will give her what she wants, yes. Toka, love for the next 5 days. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward, and you could have a Sagittarius around, or a Pisces, or possibly a Scorpio. Exploring your options could lead to success when it comes to love and bring in happiness. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around love with potential connections, and things could move forward towards greener pastures. Avery, is he okay?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
What's the cartoons?
No, not you, him.
I want to puppy.
Yeah, but what's Cyrus doing?
He's me down to come.
Is he sleeping?
Yeah.
Maggie, love. You may be hearing from somebody that you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on and a wish comes true. Slow and steady wins the race, but things move forward towards greener pastures, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or Capricorn. Dakota, general for the weekend. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. Choices and options come in around social activity, and perseverance pays off. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Olivia, for the rest of the day. For the rest of the day, life could change for you for the better quickly. When you hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, brings in happiness. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Romance heats up and perseverance pays off. Bacon, are the Virgo and M Sagittarius. Love offer, love and passion are coming in around this situation. So if these two people are currently in a relationship, it should be going really well. If they're not in a relationship, there could be opportunity for things to move forward around love and passion for these two. Yeah, me and Jay, Sagittarius. Perseverance pays off and life moves forward towards greener pastures. When you express your wants and needs, a new journey begins. Success comes in around communication coming in or picking up, and you may be spending time together. Brianna, is any love interest from my past returning back for this Mercury retrograde? I don't see past love coming back. I didn't see the movie Baby Jane. I should look it up. See if that's what my grandmother looked like. I probably was too young to remember. I probably didn't see her dressed like that. control general. You have choices and options coming in around like social activity. Life is coming into balance. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan is possible. You've got teamwork is favored. The hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off and more money comes in. Are you okay? Lucinda, general love. Avery, you all right? Have a sip of water. Okay, good. Cause for celebration comes in when you express your wants and needs around love. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but Gemini comes up strongest. A wish comes true. You also could be spending time with a Libra or a Sagittarius. Beautiful one. Kay's current thoughts about the relationship with D. May feel as if the situation is a little stuck or stagnant. May feel a little disappointed. It's not what it was cracked up to be. Maybe feeling disappointed in the relationship at this point. Disappointing. Beautiful one. Will juicing help my nerve pain? What did I just see? Something about nerve pain. Oh, I know what it was. I don't know where your nerve pain is, but I have a friend that has a problem with her feet, and I saw it on Amazon. They were like slippers that you put, I guess you put them in the freezer, and it's like ice therapy that's supposed to help with nerve pain. So I don't know where your pain is, but finding some kind of ice something or other may help. Will juicing help with my nerve pain? It could help, but it would be like mild help. I don't think it would do anything miraculous, but it may help a little bit. It's your legs. Try the ice. Look up ice therapy, because I've heard a lot of good things about it lately. And I was taking ice baths this summer. I was actually looking forward to it. But then the winter came where it started to get cold, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I haven't done it since the summer, but I was doing it. I think they were saying like 11 minutes. So I was setting my alarm for 11 minutes, and I was really enjoying them. And they say it's supposed to help with like inflammation, and it's supposed to be good for you. Anyhow. By Shelley, general for next week. Negativity moves into the past. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. That leads to success. Feeling ambitious, you'll be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Fuzzy Nomad. Have tried to contact my friend N, but he's the one that crapped all over my astrology and psychic experiences. Not sure if he's over it, and my thumb down at him. How's he feeling? He's feeling grounded and stable. And it just may be the kind of thing where you have to like agree to disagree. It's not something that he believes in, and I just wouldn't bring it up to him. You know, it's like politics. You could be friends with somebody that you don't agree with politically or religious differences. You could still be friends, but trying to make the other person feel the way that you do or believe the things that you do, it's just not going to work, and it's going to wind up hurting the relationship. am Lourdes. What Tarot wants me to know. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you have choices and options that come in around social activity. Listen to your intuition. Alex, are things completely done with Steve the Virgo, or will we have contact in the future? Does he still think of me? He definitely still thinks of you, and like thinks good thoughts of you with the happiness and the like spontaneity. And there is opportunity to reconnect at some point. I don't see it on the immediate horizon because he does show as a little slow and stagnant. But I would say at some point you could have contact with this person. Yeah. Carla, will I hear from C this weekend? I think that you will hear from him this weekend, yes. Lucky, A, the Scorpio wants to come and see me again. I don't think it's a good time. Should I let him, and would our time together go well? It kind of reads like a Mercury retrograde thing. So if this is somebody who you used to spend time with in the past, they're coming back Mercury retrograde. It doesn't look like it looks average. I would say that if this wasn't a good time for you, you wouldn't be missing anything if you said, no, I can't do it. Because it looks like it may not lead to much, and it just might not be really, it's like average at best. I don't think you'd be missing anything if you said no. Lose love, general around my job until next Monday. Things look good. Life is coming into balance. You could get good news. Negativity moves into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. Rip Pan Deep, love coming in for P. Love coming in for P. If this person is feeling undecided about something or someone, they shouldn't make any decisions until they're ready. But they do have a Capricorn coming in and possibly another Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. They may have choices and options around love. Somebody could make them an offer that would be hard to turn down, and life could move forward towards greener pastures with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Ladybug, yesterday I asked my mom about my grandparents and family history. She gave me short answers and not much info. Is she withholding info, and if so, why? I don't think she's withholding anything. She may not have wanted to get into it, or she may not know all that much. But I don't think she's trying to keep anything a secret. LA, has Jason Scorpio going to seek revenge online since I got him removed from Bumble? No, I don't think so. Will I hear from my lawyer next week? Yes, I think you will. Tammy, love reading and anyone coming in soon. Romance could heat up with a new beginning on the horizon, possibly with a Leo. Listen to your intuition. Disappointments heal and move into the past. A wish comes true. You also could have Sagittarius coming in. And an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, that could have long-term commitment potential around it. Not bad. Not bad. Nana, is it over between me and Gemini? I don't think it's over. Emily. Does A the Pisces feel attraction towards me? Will he do something about it, and when? I think he does find you to be attractive, but I don't think he's ready for things to move forward because the Ace of Cups is in reverse, and so is the Strength card. So I can't give you a time because I'm not seeing things move forward from him. If you decided to make a move, that may be a different story. Girlie, I just had an altercation with my neighbor's son. He got in my face. Neighbors heard everything. I'm embarrassed because I'm not that sort of person. What will become of the situation? I think it'll all blow over. I think it'll blow over pretty quickly. I wouldn't worry too much about it. JD, general love reading. Hey, if you're not with anyone right now, walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you could open new doors, and somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and it could be with a Aquarius or possibly a Scorpio. Old wounds heal and move into the past, but disconnecting from people, places, and things that are disappointing may need to happen before life can move forward, and then a wish comes true, and you could be spending time with a Taurus. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Explore your options, but slow and steady wins the race around love. G-Star, outcome of my husband's viewing to the condo unit I suggested to him for us to move in. It's quite expensive, but I'm hoping he will rent it for us. Well, you've got happiness coming in around the situation, and you have the Four of Wands, which could be a new home. So I'm going to say that the outcome should be positive around the situation. Alpha, B's feelings towards me. May find you to be kind, caring, sincere, smart, intelligent, down to earth, confident, independent, and hardworking. A loyal friend. Like somebody who is like fun, exciting, nice to be around. It's pretty good. Doll face for the weekend. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition and a wish comes true. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan is possible. You may have choices and options around social activity. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Emily, if I make a move on A, will it go well? Might be a little bit awkward. It could be a little awkward, or the person may be taken back from it, but I think it could go well. It may be a little awkward in the beginning, though. Shania, what is DJ planning for a surprise? What is DJ planning for a surprise towards our connection? I don't see any surprise coming in here. Did this person tell you that they had a surprise for you? I don't see anything surprising coming in. Benita, I answered for you. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? Cinnamon for this weekend? Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan is possible. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. LA, I answered for you already. Aisha, why the Cancer man hasn't talked to why the Cancer man hasn't talked to who? Simran, does the Leo see me as someone that he'd want a committed relationship with when he's ready? If yes, can you explain why? I don't think this person's thinking about a committed relationship. I don't think that they're thinking about a committed relationship, so I don't think it's something that they've actually sat down and thought about. So I can't say yes at this point. Why hasn't the Cancer man talked to me? Is he mad at me? Okay, let's see. No, I don't think he's mad at you. I think he may be busy. I think he's got distractions around him. But I don't think he's mad at you, and I think you'll hear from him soon. In general, feeling uncomfortable and unable to focus. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and disappointments heal and move into the past. You've got a new journey on the horizon. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may need some like me time. T-Bet, how will C feel seeing that I'm on a date tonight? Maybe disappointed, upset, or feels like he did something wrong, but he's not willing to take responsibility for it at this point. May feel like he deserves it, and good. Beautiful one. When you give me gaining my strength back 100%. say sometime later this summer. It's not that far off. It's not that far off. You're welcome. Anybody else I haven't answered for yet? Less bitches for this weekend. Making decisions that are pushing life forward. You have a wish that comes true this weekend, and you could have money coming in. The world is at your feet. Maybe spending time with a Virgo or a Scorpio. Life moves forward towards greener pastures, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Pretty good. Aisha, what's the Cancer Man's next action towards me? You're welcome. Communication comes in, and then you may see one another. And it should be pretty soon, too. Mel, does Scorpio feel any remorse yet reading our last argument? Is starting to feel remorse, yes. Rosie, love for the summer. Love for the summer. You'll walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Lay down the law, set boundaries that'll serve you well. Slow and steady wins the race, but life could be moving forward this summer towards greener pastures. If you're currently in a relationship, or you are by the time we get to the summer, that relationship should strengthen. If you're not with anyone, you could have a Leo coming in, or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life moves forward. Adonis, me and V. Everything looks good so far, and intense energy, but in a good way. Things look good. Communication is coming in. Spending time together could make a wish come true, or may feel like spending more time together is a wish come true. You have long-term potential around the connection and things changing for the better quickly. And things should be functioning well. No, they don't want to leave. Things should be functioning well with the Six of Pentacles. It looks like things, look, it may still be a little rocky here and there, but for the most part, things look like they're improving. Between like now and the end of the spring, you should see an improvement. So that's pretty good. Same wavelength. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go check on Cyrus, see how he's doing. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.